Hyun-woo Kim stood at the viewing window of the human transport ship Unity. Stars filled the darkness ahead. After 3 months of travel, they were finally close to Nexus Prime. His hands shook a little as he watched the alien space station grow larger. "First time seeing it?" asked Captain Tae-min Park. The military officer joined him at the window. Tae-min wore his dress uniform. His medals caught the light from the stars. "Yes," Hyun-woo said. "It's bigger than I thought." Nexus Prime looked like a giant metal flower floating in space. 12 arms reached out from the center. Each arm belonged to a different alien race. The station was home to the Galaxy Council. For thousands of years, these aliens had ruled the galaxy. Now for the first time, humans would speak to them. Dr. So Young Lee walked up behind them. She carried a tablet full of notes about alien biology. "The scans show millions of life forms on that station," she said. "I can't wait to meet them." Double quotes. Hyun-woo smiled at her excitement. So Young was young for such an important mission. She was only 30 years old, but she was the best scientist Earth had. She knew more about alien life than anyone. "Remember," Hyun-woo said to both of them, "we represent all of humanity today. Every human on Earth is counting on us." The weight of that truth pressed down on him. Hyun-woo had spent 20 years as a diplomat. He had solved conflicts between nations. He had made peace where others saw only war, but this was different. This was bigger than anything he had ever done. Earth had discovered faster than light travel only 50 years ago. Humans had built their first space colonies. They had explored nearby star systems. Then, 3 years ago, they had picked up alien radio signals. The signals came from the Galaxy Council. The Council had sent a message to Earth. It was simple but clear. New species detected. Send representatives for evaluation. For 2 years, Earth had prepared for this moment. Scientists studied every piece of alien technology they could find. Diplomats practiced first contact protocols. The United Nations chose their best people for the mission. Hyun-woo was the obvious choice to lead the mission. He spoke 7 languages. He had never failed to make peace in his career. More importantly, he truly believed that all intelligent beings could live together. "Incoming transmission," said the ship's communication officer. "It's from Nexus Prime." A hologram appeared in the center of the bridge. The alien who spoke looked like a tall, thin human, but its skin was blue and it had 4 arms. Its voice sounded like music. "Human vessel Unity, you are cleared for docking Bay 7. Follow the guidance beacons. Do not deviate from your assigned path." "Understood," Hyun-woo replied. "We are honored to visit your station." The alien's face showed no emotion. "You will wait in the docking bay until escort arrives. Do not leave your ship without permission." The transmission ended. The 3 humans looked at each other. "Not very friendly," Tae-min said. "They're probably just careful," Hyun-woo said. "We're strangers to them, but something felt wrong." The alien's tone had been cold, almost hostile. Hyun-woo had expected more ceremony for humanity's first meeting with the galaxy. Instead, they were treated like cargo. The Unity followed the guidance beacons through a maze of space traffic. Ships of all shapes and sizes moved around Nexus Prime. Some looked like Earth ships. Others were impossible shapes that hurt to look at. "Look at that one," So Young said. She pointed at a ship that seemed to be made of living crystal. "The energy readings are incredible." Tae-min watched a different ship. This one looked like a giant metal spider. "Some of these could destroy Earth's entire fleet," he said quietly. Hyun-woo felt a chill. He had known that humans were newcomers to the galaxy, but seeing these advanced ships made him realize how far behind Earth really was. If the Galaxy Council decided humans were a threat, there would be no war. There would only be extinction. The Unity docked with a soft thud. Through the window, they could see the docking bay. It was enormous. Hundreds of ships sat in neat rows. Most were much larger than the human ship. Remember the plan, Haiyan-Wu said. We stay calm, we're polite, we show them that humans want peace. A new alien appeared on the communication screen. This one looked like a giant insect. Its eyes were compound like a fly's. When it spoke, its mandibles clicked. Human delegation, you will exit your ship now. Bring only personal items. All weapons and recording devices must stay on your ship. Tae-min's. Ham moved to his sidearm. Sir, I don't like this. Military protocol says I should stay armed. No, Haiyan-Wu said firmly. We follow their rules. We're guests here. The three humans left their ship. The docking bay was even bigger than it looked. From inside, the ceiling was so high that clouds formed near the top. The air smelled of ozone and something else. Something organic. 6 aliens waited for them. They were all different species. One looked like a walking tree. Another was made of flowing water. A third was just a ball of light that hurt to look at directly. I am Kethvar, said the insect alien. I will escort you to the council chambers. Follow me. Do not speak unless spoken to. Do not touch anything. They walked through corridors that were clearly not made for humans. The gravity changed 3 times. The air got thicker, then thinner. Tae-min helped So Young when she stumbled. Other aliens watched them as they passed. Some pointed. Others made sounds that might have been laughter. A few showed clear disgust on their faces. They don't seem happy to see us, So Young whispered. Quiet, Kethvar clicked. No talking. The council chambers were a massive dome. 12 thrones sat in a circle. Each throne was different, built for a different type of alien. The thrones rose high above the floor. The humans had to look up to see the council members. Haiyan-Wu felt. Very small. In the center throne sat something that looked like a dragon made of metal and shadow. Its eyes were red flames. When it spoke, the floor vibrated. So these are the humans, it said. Its voice was like thunder. They are smaller than our report suggested. I am Ambassador Haiyan-Wu Kim, Haiyan-Wu said. He tried to keep his voice steady. I represent the people of Earth. We come in peace, seeking friendship with the Galaxy Council. Several council members made sounds that were clearly laughter, not friendly laughter. Mocking laughter. A throne to the left held something that looked like a jellyfish made of light. It pulsed different colors as it spoke. Friendship? You barely know how to leave your own solar system. That's true, Haiyan-Wu said. We are young compared to your civilizations. But we are eager to learn. We want to contribute to galactic peace. Peace? The dragon thing leaned forward. Your species has never known peace. You make war on your own kind. You destroy your own planet. Why should we trust you with the galaxy? Haiyan-Wu felt his heart sink. They had studied this. Earth's history was violent, but humans had changed. They had united. They had stopped making war on each other. We've grown, he said. Humanity has learned from its mistakes. We've united our world. We've ended war among our people. For now, said another council member. This one looked like a giant snake with arms. But what happens when you spread to other worlds? What happens when you meet other species? Will you make peace then, or will you make war? We will make peace, Haiyan-Wu said. That's why I'm here. That's why Earth sent diplomats instead of soldiers. The council members looked at each other. They communicated in ways humans couldn't understand. Lights flashed. Sounds were made. Chemicals were released into the air. Finally, the dragon thing spoke again. We will consider your words, human. You will wait in the guest quarters while we discuss your species' fate. Our fate? So Young spoke for the first time. We thought this was about joining the galactic community. The silence that followed was terrible. Every alien in the chamber stared at the humans. The temperature seemed to drop. Did we give you permission to speak? The dragon thing asked So Young. No, but ... Silence. The roar shook dust from the ceiling. Your species will learn respect, or it will learn nothing at all. Guards surrounded the humans. They were escorted from the chamber in silence. As they walked, Haiyan Wu realized that something was very wrong. This wasn't a diplomatic meeting. This felt like a trial, and he wasn't sure humanity was going to be found innocent. The guest quarters were more like a prison cell. The room had no windows. The door would not open from the inside. Guards stood outside at all times. Haiyan Wu, Tae Min, and So Young had been locked inside for 3 days. This isn't how diplomacy works, Tae Min said. He paced back and forth like a caged animal. They're treating us like criminals. So Young sat at the small table, writing notes. I've been thinking about their questions, she said. They already know everything about Earth. They've been watching us for years. What do you mean? Haiyan Wu asked. The dragon creature mentioned our wars. The jellyfish thing knew about our environmental problems. They have detailed information about human history. This meeting isn't about getting to know us. They've already decided what they think about humanity. A chill ran down Haiyan Wu's spine. You think this whole thing is fake? I think they invited us here for a reason, So Young said. But not the reason we thought. The door suddenly opened. 6 guards entered. They were all different alien species. The insect creature Kethvar was among them. The council will see. You now, Kethvar clicked. Come. They walked back through the same corridors. But this time, more aliens watched them. Crowds had gathered. They pointed at the humans and made strange sounds. Some looked excited. Others looked hungry. Why are there so many people? So Young whispered. I said no talking, Kethvar snapped. Council chambers looked different. The lighting was brighter. Cameras floated in the air around the room. The alien thrones formed a tighter circle. More aliens filled viewing areas above the main floor. This looks like a trial, Tae Min said. Quietly, or an execution, Haiyan Wu replied. The dragon creature stood up from its throne. The room fell silent. Citizens of the galaxy, it announced. Today we decide the fate of the human species. Haiyan Wu's blood turned to ice. Decide our fate? We came here for diplomatic talks. Silence, the dragon roared. You will speak only when given permission. A new alien appeared. This one looked like a lawyer from Earth, but with gray skin and 6 arms. It carried a tablet covered in alien writing. The charges, the lawyer creature said, are as follows. Species-level terrorism, genetic contamination, threat to galactic peace. That's impossible, Tae Min shouted. We've never even left our local star system. Guards moved toward Tae Min. Energy weapons appeared in their hands. Haiyan Wu stepped in front of his friend. Please, Haiyan Wu said, let me speak for my people. The dragon creature sat back down. You may speak, human. Defend your species if you can. Haiyan Wu took a deep breath. This was the most important speech of his life. Not just his life, the life of every human being. Honored council members, he began. The charges against humanity are false. We have never committed terrorism against any alien species. We have never contaminated anyone's genetics. We have never threatened galactic peace. Have you not? Asked the jellyfish creature. Its lights pulsed angry red. Your species makes war constantly. You have nuclear weapons. You destroy your own environment. We did those things in the past, Haiyan Wu admitted. But we've changed. We united our world. We ended nuclear weapons. We're healing our planet. For now, said the snake creature. But what about the future? Your species reproduces quickly. You consume resources rapidly. You expand aggressively. You are a virus. We are not a virus, So Young shouted. We are explorers. We want to learn and grow. The dragon creatures. Eyes flamed brighter. Did we give you permission to speak, female? Energy beams shot from the guards' weapons. They hit the floor around So Young's feet. She fell backward, terrified. Touch her again, and I'll kill you, Taemin snarled. He moved toward the guards. More energy beams fired. These ones hit Taemin directly. He screamed and fell to the ground. His body shook from the electric shock. Stop, Hyen-Woo yelled. Please. We're diplomats. This is supposed to be a peaceful meeting. Peace? The dragon creature laughed. The sound was like breaking glass. There's no peace with humans. There's only conquest or extinction. The Laoyer creature read from its tablet. The evidence shows that humans are genetically programmed for violence. They cannot coexist with other species. They will consume all resources and destroy all life they encounter. That's not true, Hyen-Woo said desperately. We want to coexist. We want to be part of the galactic community. Impossible, said another council member. This one looked like a walking crystal. We have seen species like yours before. They all follow the same pattern. First contact, then expansion, then war, then extinction of other species. You're judging us for things we haven't done. Hyen-Woo pleaded. You're condemning us for crimes we haven't committed. We are preventing those crimes, the dragon creature sighed. The galaxy has been peaceful for thousands of years. We will not let your species destroy that peace. The Laoyer creature put down its tablet. The council has reached its decision. The human species is found guilty of all charges. But we had no trial, Hyen-Woo shouted. You didn't let us present evidence. You didn't listen to our defense. We have listened enough, the dragon creature said. The sentence is immediate execution of the diplomatic party, followed by the sterilization of the human homeworld. The words hit Hyen-Woo like a physical blow. Sterilization? You mean ... Complete destruction of all human life, the crystal creature. Confirmed. Your species will be removed from the galaxy. You can't do this. Taemin struggled to his feet. We came in peace. Your peace is temporary, the snake creature hissed. Your violence is permanent. Guards surrounded the three humans. Energy restraints appeared around their arms and legs. They couldn't move. Wait, Hyen-Woo said. His voice was calm now. He had accepted what was about to happen. If you're going to kill us, at least let me say something first. The dragon creature considered this. Very well. Speak your last words, human. Hyen-Woo looked directly at the cameras floating around the room. He knew this was being broadcast across the galaxy. Maybe it was being sent to Earth too. My name is Hyen-Woo Kim, he said clearly. I represent the human species. We came here in peace. We offered friendship. We wanted to be part of something greater than ourselves. He paused, looking at each council member in turn. You judge us for what we might become, not for who we are. You condemn us for potential crimes, not actual ones. You fear us because we remind you of something you've forgotten. What is that? The dragon creature asked, curious despite itself. That every species was young once. Every species made mistakes. Every species had to learn and grow. But you've grown old and afraid. You've forgotten what it means to hope. Hyen-Woo's voice grew stronger. You think destroying us will make the galaxy safer. But all you're doing is showing the galaxy that the council rules through fear, not justice. Enough, the dragon creature said. Execute him. A guard raised an energy weapon. It pointed directly at Hyen-Woo's head. History will remember this injustice, Hyen-Woo said. And someday, someone will make you pay for it. The energy beam fired. Hyen-Woo Kim, Earth's first ambassador to the galaxy, died instantly. So Young screamed. Taemin roared with rage and tried to break free from his restraints, but the energy bonds held him tight. Take the other two to the prison levels, the dragon creature ordered. They will wait there while we prepare Earth's destruction. As the guards dragged them away, So Young looked back at Hyen Wu's body. The man who had believed in peace lay still on the cold metal floor. The cameras kept recording. Across the galaxy, billions of alien beings watched. Most approved of the Council's decision. Some felt it was necessary but tragic. None of them understood what they had just done. The signal carrying Hyen Wu's execution traveled across space. At the speed of light. In 3 months, it would reach Earth. And then the galaxy would learn what humans really were when they had nothing left to lose. Council thought they had eliminated a threat. Instead, they had just declared war on the most dangerous species in the galaxy, that they just didn't know it yet. President Min-ho Choi sat in the emergency meeting room deep under the capital city. The video screen showed Ambassador Hyen Wu Kim falling to the floor dead. The signal had taken 3 months to reach Earth from Nexus Prime. Around the table sat the most powerful people on the planet. General Ji-hai Kang commanded all of Earth's military forces. Admiral Su Min Yang controlled the space fleet. Director King Ho Lim ran Earth's intelligence services. Dr. Wu Jin Han was the planet's top weapons scientist. "Play it again, President," Choi said quietly. The room watched in silence as their ambassador died for the second time. Hyen Wu's final words echoed in the chamber. History will remember this injustice. And someday, someone will make you pay for it. How long until their fleet reaches Earth? The president asked. Admiral Yang checked her tablet. The alien message said they would sterilize our world. Based on their technology, we estimate 6 months. 6 months to prepare for the end of humanity, General Kang said. Unless we surrender completely. President Choi looked around the table. Surrender means slavery. They made that clear. Our children would be slaves. Our grandchildren would be slaves forever. There is another option, Dr. Han said. He was a small, quiet man who rarely spoke in meetings. But when he did, people listened. Protocol Omega. The room fell silent. Everyone knew about Protocol Omega. It was Earth's most secret plan. For 30 years, while diplomats talked about peace, scientists had prepared for war. Omega was designed for human enemies, General Kang said. Not for aliens with technology thousands of years ahead of ours. The basic principles are the same, Dr. Han replied. Superior technology doesn't make them immune to physics. Stars still explode. Planets still break apart. Biology still fails when you poison it correctly. Director Lim leaned forward. The intelligence reports from our advanced teams are encouraging. The aliens are overconfident. They think humans are primitive. They're not watching for attacks. Admiral Yang pulled up a star map. Our deep spaceships are already in position. They've been disguised as research vessels for 5 years. The aliens ignored them. How many ships? President Choi asked. 47, Admiral Yang replied. Each one carries enough firepower to crack a moon in half. General Kang smiled for the first time since watching Hyen Wu die. The aliens think they're dealing with a primitive species that just learned to leave its home planet. They have no idea what we've really been doing out there. President Choi stood up and walked to the window. Outside, he could see the city lights. 8 billion people lived on Earth. They were going about their normal lives. They worked, laughed, loved, and dreamed. In 6 months, the aliens planned to kill them all. Gentlemen, ladies, he said without turning around. Protocol Omega is now active. Dr. Han, you have unlimited resources. General Kang, mobilize everything. Admiral Yang, deploy the fleet. Director Lim, activate all sleeper agents. What about the public? Director Lim asked. Tell them nothing yet, President Choi said. Let them have a few more days of normal life. But start moving critical personnel to the deep bunkers. Sir, Admiral Yang said, there's something else. The aliens are broadcasting Hyen Wu's execution. Across the galaxy. They're using it as a warning to other species. Good, General Kang said. Her voice was cold as ice. Let them watch. When we're done, the galaxy will understand that warning works both ways. 3 days later, Dr. Han stood in Laboratory 7, the most secure facility on Earth. Around him, scientists worked on projects that would make alien nightmares seem pleasant. Status report, Dr. Han said to his assistant, Dr. Sujin Park. The virus is ready, Dr. Park replied. It targets silicon-based life forms. Complete breakdown of crystalline structures within hours. And the nanomachines? Deployed and spreading through their communication networks. They'll corrupt every data system the aliens have. Dr. Han nodded. What about the psychological? Warfare division? They've prepared information packages designed to cause panic. Fear spreads faster than disease among hive mind species. In another part of the facility, weapons that looked like simple metal boxes sat in rows. Each box contained enough antimatter to destroy a small planet. The aliens had superior shields and armor, but nothing could stop antimatter from converting matter into pure energy. Meanwhile, in Earth's orbital shipyards, Admiral Yang watched the final preparations. The ships looked like peaceful research. Vessels from the outside. Inside, they carried weapons that bent the laws of physics. Ma'am, said Captain Dong Hyen Shin, the Retribution is ready for deployment. Admiral Yang looked at humanity's newest warship. It was small compared to alien vessels. But size didn't matter when your weapons could ignite stars. Remember, Captain, she said, we're not trying to conquer the aliens. We're trying to make sure they can never threaten us again. Understood, ma'am. Complete extinction of hostile forces. Not just the forces, Captain, the species. They chose to make this a war of extinction. We're simply better at it than they are. On the other side of Earth, Director Lim met with his top agent. Commander Hae-Won Park had spent 5 years living among alien traders. She looked human, but her body had been modified with technology the aliens couldn't detect. The sleeper network is ready, Commander Park reported. We have agents on 47 alien worlds. They've been building weapons and supplies for years. What's their psychological state? Director Lim asked. Angry, Commander Park said simply. They all watched Ambassador Kim die. They all know what's coming for Earth. They're ready to do whatever it takes. Even if it means genocide? Commander Park's eyes were hard as diamonds. Especially if it means genocide. The aliens started this war when they murdered our ambassador. We're going to finish it. Meanwhile, in the capital city, President Choi addressed the Global Defense Council in secret session. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, in 6 months, alien fleets will arrive to destroy Earth. They expect to find a helpless, primitive world waiting for death. He paused, looking at each representative from every nation on Earth. They're wrong. For 30 years, we've prepared for this day. We've built weapons they can't imagine. We've placed agents throughout their territory. We've studied their weaknesses. What are you saying, Mr. President? Asked the representative from the African Union. I'm saying that when the alien fleets arrive at Earth, they'll find our planet empty. Not because we've run away, but because we'll already be in their territory, burning their worlds. The room erupted in shocked voices. The representative from the European Federation stood up. You're talking about a first strike. That makes us the aggressors. President Choi's voice cut through the noise like a blade. They already struck first when they murdered our ambassador. They declared war when they announced their intention to sterilize our planet. He activated a holographic display showing alien worlds throughout the galaxy. In 72 hours, every alien civilization that supported Hyen Wu's execution will begin to die. Their communications will fail. Their computers will stop working. Their food will turn to poison. Their suns will begin to burn too hot. "This is madness," whispered the representative from South America. "No," President Choi replied. "This is war. The aliens think they understand human nature. They think we're violent and primitive. They're right about the first part. We are violent, but we're not primitive." He pointed to the display showing peaceful alien worlds. "We're going to show the galaxy what human violence really looks like when it's backed by human intelligence. By the time we're finished, the surviving aliens will tell stories about us to scare their children." General Kang stood up. "The deployment begins in 24 hours. All military personnel are restricted to base. All space traffic is grounded. All communications are monitored. What do we tell the public?" asked the representative from Asia. President Choi looked out the window again. In the distance, he could see children playing in a park. They didn't know that their future was being decided in this room. "We tell them that Earth is about to become the most feared planet in the galaxy. We tell them that humanity is about to graduate from a single world species to galactic apex predators." He turned back to face the room. "And we tell them that Ambassador Hyun-Woo Kim will be avenged." In the depths of space, human ships began moving toward their targets. The war for humanity's survival was about to begin. But it wouldn't be fought on Earth. It would be fought on every alien world that had cheered when Earth's ambassador died. The galaxy was about to learn why you should never corner a species that had survived ice ages, plagues, and nuclear war. Humans were excellent at surviving. They were even better at making sure their enemies didn't. The alien fleets came to Earth like angry wasps. 30,000 ships from every corner of the galaxy. They wanted to kill all humans before humans killed them. They flew toward the yellow sun where Earth waited. They thought they would find a small blue world with simple defenses. Instead, they found hell. Admiral Park Jin-woo watched them come. He sat in a control room, hidden inside a moon. For 40 years, humans had been preparing for this day. "Welcome to our home," he said. The asteroids around Earth began to move. What looked like floating rocks were really gun platforms. What looked like old satellites were really missile launchers. What looked like space junk were really hunter-killer drones. The alien fleet flew into a trap, 30 million miles wide. Ships exploded before they knew they were under attack. Invisible beams cut through their hulls like butter. Smart missiles chased them through space until they had nowhere to run. But some aliens got through. They reached Earth's atmosphere with biological weapons, diseases that would kill every human on the planet. They dropped their poison and waited for humans to die. Nothing happened. Dr. Lim Hae-won smiled in her laboratory. She had spent 20 years making humans immune to every alien disease. But she had also done something else. Something terrible. "Release the packages," she said. Across the galaxy, alien worlds began to get sick. Not their people. Just them. The specific aliens who had voted to kill Ambassador Kang. The Vorthak warriors found their strength leaving them. The Zeth thinkers found their minds going blank. The ethereal mystics found they could not touch other dimensions anymore. Each disease was made for each species, perfect, deadly, fair. Colonel Oh Soo-young led her soldiers onto enemy command ships. They appeared inside enemy bridges like magic. The aliens shot at them, but bullets passed through human bodies like they were made of air. Then the humans became solid again. And the aliens learned what human soldiers could really do. The alien admiral on the flagship sent a message to his fleet. "They are not like us. They are something else. Something worse." Some aliens tried to surrender. They offered their worlds, their wealth, their people as slaves. President Yoon answered all of them the same way. "You had a chance for peace. You chose war. Now you get war until you do not exist anymore." The battle for Earth lasted 1 day. When it was over, no alien ship was left alive. But the war was not finished. Field Marshal Ko Eun-bai stood before a map of the galaxy. Red dots showed human fleets. Black dots showed dead alien worlds. "Begin final operations," she said. The real war was just starting. 6 months later, the galaxy was quiet. Captain C.O.J. Min walked through the empty halls of what used to be the council building. His boots echoed in the silence. Dust covered the chairs where alien leaders once sat. On the wall was a new sign. Human Administration Zone 1. Of the 200 alien species that voted to kill Ambassador Kang, 127 were gone. Not just their governments, not just their armies. The species themselves, extinct. The other 73 lived in special places now. Like animals in a zoo, they had food and water and safe homes. But they would never be free again. Dr. Nam Ki-jun stood on a hill that used to be the Vorthic capital. Human machines had taken the old city apart atom by atom. Now human families lived in houses with earth grass and earth trees. The work went fast. A world that took millions of years to grow life could be changed in weeks. Human science made the impossible easy. Children played in parks where alien warriors once marched. Human children, learning human songs, speaking human languages. Field Marshal Ko Yunbai read reports from across the galaxy. Her armies had found every alien hiding place, every secret base, every escape ship. There was nowhere left to run. Some aliens tried to be friendly now. They sent gifts and messages of peace. They promised to be good neighbors. Ko threw their letters in the trash. "Too late," she said. On the edge of the galaxy, a few free aliens still lived. They got scared when they saw human ships in the distance. They remembered the old stories about the species that ate stars and broke worlds. Captain CO sent them a message. "This is the human fleet. We gave you peace once. You gave us death. Now you know what we really are." The aliens who heard this message ran to other galaxies. They warned everyone they met, "Do not fight the humans. Do not anger the humans. Do not even look at the humans wrong." But it was too late for warnings. On Earth, in a place of honor, stood a statue of Ambassador Kang Daeho, the man who died trying to make friends with the galaxy. Every day, human children put flowers at his feet. They learned his story in school, how he wanted peace, how the aliens killed him for trying to help. President Yoon visited the statue every week. She was older now, gray hair, tired eyes. But she never regretted what humanity did. "You would not like what we became," she told the statue. "But you would understand why we had to become it." The galaxy learned something important that year. Humans were different from other species. Most beings fought to survive. Humans fought to remove anything that might threaten them later. They did not just win wars. They made sure there would never be another war. In schools across human space, children learned a simple lesson. Be kind when you can. Be deadly when you must. Never give an enemy a second chance to hurt you. The aliens had their chance for peace. They chose violence instead, so humans gave them violence. Perfect violence. Final violence. And in the quiet of space, where no alien voices spoke anymore, humanity kept growing, kept spreading, kept making sure that never again would someone kill a human ambassador and think they could get away with it. The galaxy belonged to Earth now, and Earth would never let it go.